Hey everyone, we are here in Los Angeles for Fusion Live, and we have one of the performers, Keta. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I like this, by the way, on your hands.
Thank you. They're called snap tattoos. I wear them like practically every day.
Okay. I like it. And your mom's happy because they're not real, so.
Yes.
She's like, so first of all, what are you going to be performing for us today? What are we going to get here?
I'm going to be performing some songs that are going to be on my up-and-coming album. One of them I might be performing is the single off of my EP that I just released called Generation Call.
Okay, so tell us about the EP. Like, I know you don't want to be put in a box, but like, describe it. Like, what does it sound like sonically? Like, what are your influences? What can they expect?
Well, I grew up in a really musical household, so I listened to everything from classical to like the pop sensations to the classics to like Fugazi.
Okay.
So I'm very eclectic in that sense. My music, if I were to describe it, it's folk electronica. So I have acoustic elements as well as like synth and a really strong bass.
Yeah.
But you could technically call it pop.
Okay. But that's cool. It'll sound unique, like your own.
Yeah.
If I know there's a couple songs on there, if somebody, like, let's say somebody comes across it, what's the one song they have to listen to that you think would kind of like describe you and get them to be a Keta fan?
I'd say the most unique song would be Giants. There's 115 vocal tracks on it, so it's practically all my voice.
Wow.
That one is kind of like a really weird one, but I guess to describe me would be like Won't Let Go.
Yeah.
It's pretty well-rounded.
Yeah, it's they'll have to check it out. It's on iTunes, or it's physical, or both? Or?
It's on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Beats Music.
All
wherever you
stuff.
can find it, you can probably find it.
Generation Call, they got to check it out. And you just opened for Sam Smith, who, by the way, is killing everything. Like, he's winning awards left and right. What was that experience like, and what was it like to be around him and perform and open with him?
It was absolutely mind-blowing. He is so much better live, which is like almost impossible, I think. But he is so much better live than even in the recordings. So just being around that and like how he's very humble and just like a nice person.
Yeah.
So it was just a crazy experience for me. I had never performed live my own songs or with a band. So like that was a huge step for me. And then to be around him and his team was just incredible.
Was there like one thing that you kind of picked up from him? Maybe something he said or just watching him or?
Not to think so much about it. He literally, of course he's Sam Smith, so he can. He literally just like stands there and does his thing and doesn't really think too much about it. I think because he's very confident in his art, and that was a really big thing for me because I tend to overthink a little bit. But yeah, he's just amazing all around.
And I know, one thing I want to bring up is you're starting to work with a organization that deals with Lyme disease. So if you could kind of give everybody kind of like your background and then talk about that.
Yeah. So when I was 10 years old, I'm originally from Indiana, so it's like really wooded.
Yeah.
So I got bit by a tick, which is completely normal. That specific tick gave me stage 4 chronic convalescent Lyme disease. So by the time I was around 12, I was practically bedridden, fell behind in school because I couldn't hold up books to read, gained a ton of weight. So by the time I was around 13, I was almost 200 pounds. So since then, I've lost about 55 pounds. I walk in heels, I dance around, I perform on stage. So it's been a crazy journey the last couple years, but if it weren't for that experience, I wouldn't have the songs that I have, just because all the inspiration came from that experience.
Well, I was going to ask you if you put that into your songs, and it sounds like you do, and that's going to, allow people to get something, because sometimes pop can be very surface level, but this is going to have some depth in it.
Yeah, I wanted it to be really genuine for me. I always tell people I have never fallen in love, so I'm not going to try to write about something that I don't know about. But I do know about struggle and coming out of like a dark place, so I wanted it to be universal. So like if your parents are going through a divorce, or you're sick, or your grandma's sick, or you're just feeling down, like everyone can relate to the songs, even though I got the inspiration from my personal struggles.
And you're going to be working with the organization, right?
Yes, I'm going to be doing some awesome things with them coming up here in December. So I'm super excited, and we'll be posting those on my website soon.
So tell them the name real quick of the organization.
Limelight, Lymelight. What they do is they give kids grants for the treatment. Because most people don't, like, I think, I'm pretty sure it's insurance. I'm 16, I don't know about insurance. So I'm pretty sure, like, the insurance won't cover it because it's not really out there. So it's really exciting. the treatment for me was a long road, so I know how big that is.
Now look at today, you have some heels on, you're going to kick it on stage and kill it.
Yes, I'm super excited.
All right, so lastly, what's the best place for them to find you? Social media, website?
My website is Keta Music, that's Keta Music. All my social medias are on there, but my tag for there is Keta Music on Twitter and Instagram as well.
All right, so they got to check you out. They got to get that the Generation, the EP. They got to get that, and they got to look up and see all the big things coming out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. Well, you're going to kill it on stage at Fusion. We can't wait. And say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks. See you guys.